What's up, and welcome to the Vegas Benchwarmer channel. This is the Benchwarmer Podcast. My name is Eric, you hate me 702. And the man of the hour, the myth, the legend,
Jeremy with a G.
There we go. We're going back to old school. Old school. We got Sam is out with his parents' dog passing away. We got Mo missing in action. He's probably sleeping due to the fact that he probably worked late last night. So it's just back to old school. Me and Jeremy. We doing things right. We going back to the back. Way back. way. So speaking of that, speaking of going back, I think it's funny when young people try to act old and they automatically compare themselves with being old. So like, even though like me and you, we joke around and you're like, don't put me in your fucking age group. But I know tons of people. Like I was talking on the phone to my director of operations, and we were talking about the movie Beetlejuice, and I was like, yeah, I didn't like the movie. She's like, good. I was like, but Tara did. She's like, Tara's a lot younger than us, Eric. And I'm like, no, you're a lot younger than me and Tara. She's like, wait, what do you mean? I'm like, Tara's older than me. She's like, oh, I'm like, you're 11 years younger than me. Stop acting like you're fucking 40. You just hit 30. So that is always funny to me. Nerds. Ha 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 ha. What's up, buddy? A pleasure to have you as always. But that's always funny to me.
Who are you calling a nerd, motherfucker?
Try to get. I'm not gonna lie. There are certain things that I nerd out about. I'm okay with that.
We bully nerds around here.
Depends on what type of nerd you are. All I'm saying is, also, I'm not getting political, but can we stop getting these motherfuckers on podcasts?
Bro, can I just stop getting the fucking phone calls
and the text messages?
Motherfucker, I was sitting in Reno in the hotel room. It's like fucking 8 o'clock at night, and I get 4 calls back to back.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you motherfuckers. I swear to God, if y'all motherfuckers ain't got a button on your little fucking computer to say stop calling this motherfucker, I'm gonna come through this motherfucking phone. Bro, it was like literally back to fucking back. Like, Jesus Christ.
We were sitting
election season.
We were sitting in the car, and all of a sudden, a phone call comes through, and it's after 8, and she's like, I'm like, who's calling you from Upper Nevada? She's like, what? How do you know it's Upper Nevada? I'm like, I go to Upper Nevada all the time. And then it was a sales call. And then right after that, as soon as she hung up, another person called again.
Bro, it's so fucking stupid. I get so mad, and it's like, then, you know, I mail my votes in because I'm not going to stand in those fucking lines.
Yeah, I'm mailing my vote in. Yeah.
So the guy's like, would you mind? He's like, oh, are you gonna vote? And I'm like, I've already mailed my shit in. He's like, would you mind sharing who you voted for? I'm like, is that any of your fucking business?
You know what else irritates me? The way they trying to bully us now. The way they trying to they literally, hey, just to let you know, your public, who you voted for is not public, but your public record is. All your friends and neighbors can see it. Bitch, what? Y'all don't sit. I thought we were against bullying. Now y'all just trying to bully motherfuckers into voting. All your friends and neighbors are going to laugh at you. I don't even know my neighbors. Shut the fuck up.
They told me that. I was like, go ahead. You can see. The only time I didn't vote was 2018, so shut the fuck up.
I got a text message telling my voting record. It was like, you voted here. The last 4 years. This is when you voted. I'm like, yes.
Bro, I love when I get the text messages because I just start sending fucked up messages back.
Oh, it just blocks them. It automatically blocks them as spam. Yeah, I don't
look. I don't give a fuck. I send so many messages at least one got to get through.
And no, mine blocks them. Mine automatically sends it to spam. But I'd be mad.
So I figured out that's what happened when everybody's number got blocked.
Yeah.
I tried to block all the spam calls and it blocked all you guys.
Oh shit. Yeah, no, I had like
I thought all y'all was spam callers.
I can't stand that shit. So yeah, I can't wait till election season.
Well, I send fucked up messages. I'm like, fuck you. I send the middle finger emoji. I tell them, oh, your mother should have swallowed.
So like, don't get me wrong. So like I know like my neighbors next door. Older Hispanic guy with his wife. We've talked multiple times. We exchange hellos and pleasantries. Neighbors on the right, Samoan Hawaiian descent. They have kids that went to the same school as my kids. We exchange pleasantries. How you doing? Kids across the street. We've explained pleasantries, but I'm not going to hang out with these people. I don't know them. Now this
I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Y'all
Hey,
are more than welcome to see when I voted. You're more than
be
welcome to
careful
see
about
who
them.
I voted for. I don't
You
give
got to be careful about them dentists. Okay, just let you know, dentists are not. Gotta be careful with them.
Dentist? Oh, fucking dentist. Don't get me started on them motherfuckers.
Well, since we're going down some bullshit, let's go down some more bullshit. The World Series. So, of course, we know the Dodgers won. Fuck.
Fucking Yankees, you fucking piece of shit. You fucking.
I mean, we were kind of. It was almost like voting. It was no. We were damned if we do, damned if we don't. He hate me as an anti-dentist. Yeah, dentists just bother me. I'm not gonna joke. I think they're one of the highest professions that commit suicide. They're in people's nasty ass mouth. All that. Like, I don't trust dentists and gynecologists.
Bro, I went to the dentist like 2 weeks ago, and they were like, "Oh, why do you not like coming to the dentist?" And then she's like, "Oh, well, here's how much it'll cost to do all the work." I'm like,
Exactly.
this is why I don't like coming to you, motherfuckers. Right here, you fucking dickheads.
Exactly. So no, I'm good. But the World Series, we saw what happened. If you didn't see it, you should have heard by now. It was all over social media. The Yankees came to play. Aaron Judge finally showed up, hit a home run at first. They went back to back with somebody else. I forgot who the fuck his name is.
5-0 in the fifth.
And then I don't listen.
And then shit the bed because that's
what I feel so like I don't ever feel bad for a fan base. Ever. But this was some fucked up shit. Like, I don't know how you can have an ultimate collapse like that in one inning. And when you look at the errors that they made, all of them were just mind-boggling. Like, okay, I'll give away the third. The guy throwing to third, he fucked up the throw. That happens. I'll let that one slide. That's an error that can happen. Granted, he's only 10 feet away, but still didn't set his feet. There's a lot of stupid things. But Aaron Judge barely jogging out and dropping that ball, Garrett Cole not covering first base. Those are like mental errors. Those are things that you learned when you were in elementary. And I know that because that's the last time I played baseball. So again, I don't just completely horrible all around. Yankee fans, y'all can shut the fuck up bitching. Nobody gives a fuck that you had a horrible fifth inning. Nobody gives a fuck that what's his face may be leaving. We don't give a fuck. We don't care. Stop bitching. We don't. Oh my god, your team fucking sucked. They blew it. Shut the fuck up. This is not unlike the Yankees. I'm not saying the Yankees aren't one of the greatest organizations, but this is a horrible blooper. And so was the Red Sox coming back 3-1, 3-0. So y'all, there's times that Yankees decide to Yankee some shit, okay? So just go ahead and take your big fat L, stop bitching. Dodger fans, shut the fuck up.
Y'all bought.
Shut up.
You finally won a good fucking World Series, and it's mired by the fact that you bought it.
So yeah. I mean, you guys don't get me wrong. Everybody loves that Shohei Ohtani was playing in the World Series. It was nice to see him, even though he was hobbled. Mookie Betts. All the people that you had. Freddie Freeman. What the fuck? How did y'all let him go?
I believe it was not that we let him go. So the rumor is, I don't know how true it is, but the rumor is that he gave the Braves a chance to match the Dodgers offer. And the Braves said yes, and he still chose to go to the Dodgers.
Oh, okay.
So I don't believe it was the Braves that let him go. I believe it was he wanted to go back to LA because he's from California.
Okay. So there you go. That's so he was pressing. He was 2 steps ahead. He was thinking ahead of time. Thank you for that. I just looked at it as he didn't look the ball in the glove. I don't know if we need a salary cap in baseball. I actually like that we don't have one. I don't think
the salary cap's not going to matter because they're going to take Shohei Ohtani's contract and mirror that.
And also, I'm going to tell you why I don't think the salary cap will matter in baseball. Because of the fact that we see a salary cap in the NBA and there's still ways to circumvent it. Now, granted, don't get me wrong. You could say, oh, well, Denver's a small market team and they won, but look at their fucking salary cap. Look at their salary. Michael Porter Jr., Jamal Murray, Jokic. So, I mean, all these teams, we see that. So you can circumvent it. The NFL, having a high salary cap or having a huge salary cap is not the end all be all. We've seen that happen multiple times, but there's also 22 players on the field. So in this scenario, if you have, they'll find some way to circumvent it. We've seen it happen in NBA. I don't know why I can't think of that. Then we have the same 4 teams over and over. The others are pointless. But even with the salary cap, it's not gonna change. That's like it's not gonna change. Like the NBA has the salary cap. Like let's think of Minnesota. Minnesota is a perfect example. Minnesota has sucked for most of your fucking life. Yes, they had a couple good Kevin Garnett years, and now they have a couple good Ant years. But it doesn't matter. If the only difference that we'll have is the salary cap is you'll have to draft better. But with AAA, minor A, so now your prospects become way more valuable. So you will have higher potential prospects that become huge, just like rookie scale contracts. So you'll have a lot of teams. So instead of the teams just loading up on high level people, they'll have some high level people. You'll still have your Aaron Judge, your Carlos Stanton. You'll still probably have your Soda. You'll still probably have a couple pitchers because there's more players on that. And then they'll just circumvent it by using a whole bunch of cheap prospects or old veterans that play good on veteran minimum contracts. Like, I don't think the salary cap in any sport is not hard to circumvent. It's not hard at all to circumvent. And we see that. And I love the NBA. You don't watch the NBA, but if you watch the NBA, trust me, there are multiple times you will trade a contract. They will trade somebody to a team. That guy will then get released, clear waivers, and they will re-sign him at a cheaper amount. So yeah, no, I'm good on that. But the World Series, look, Dodgers, shut up. Immediately, I had a Dodgers fan text me going, "Oh my God, this is one of the greatest comebacks ever." I was like, "Shut up right now."
Like the greatest comeback from what?
From giving you the game.
But like, comeback, they were up 3-1 in the series.
Yeah, but
came
come
back
back
from one game. Even if they'd have lost the game, it would have only been 3-2. What the fuck are they talking about?
They're trying to talk about being down 5-0 and coming back. Look at the heart rate.
Fuck! Look at their roster. They should have fucking come back. Holy fuck!
Do you watch any sport?
You had Freddie Freeman, Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts.
Yeah, I know.
Well, if you didn't come back, then you should rethink your fucking roster.
I know. So yeah, look, baseball is kind of irrelevant to me too, but it doesn't matter what sport. That's why NFL is so amazing. That's the one thing people love about the NFL is the so-called parity. But no matter what sports you're in, you have it in basketball. 2 franchises have won 90% of the damn titles. Or 5 franchises have. I'm sorry. 5. Now it would be 6 because of Cleveland. No, not Cleveland. Because of Miami. Maybe. But it's the Lakers, Boston, the Bulls. See, LeBron moved around too much to even have an impact like that. The Spurs. Yeah, so yeah, I think baseball is I honestly think this gave it a lot of power. I paid more attention to this playoffs than I have in a while. And a lot of it was because I knew the players that were playing or the teams that were playing, and I disliked both of them. And wait, the Braves, when you guys won, you guys didn't have a high salary, did you? Was your salary
I don't think we had a high salary. I don't remember if we had.
It was middle of the road, if I'm not mistaken.
Because we made a lot of. I don't know.
Braves had a
large salary, but I know we made a lot of trades at the trade deadline.
Okay. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see what will happen. Maybe we'll see. I think if we have a high salary, if you get a salary cap on it, it'll be fun. but they'll still find ways. You'll have your small market teams that help out, but they'll still find ways. Let's just get into some NBA real quick because I know Jeremy doesn't really watch NBA much, but there's a couple things that we got a couple things that are going on. What was it? It's the rumors. Damn it, I drew a blank on it. Hold on, I also had something that I wrote down. I got people emailing me from work. Oh, I wanted to do that, but we'll do that next weekend. There we go. Yeah, next week we'll do worst performances. Was this the one? Disagree with everything. So, this is the rumor. Oh, that's not this year. That's for next year. I thought that was a rumor that the Sixers, not the Sixers, the Warriors are interested. Yeah, there it is. The trade link, more willing than ever to trade Kuminga for Jimmy Butler. So that's the Heat keep getting brought up in Giannis trade rumors. So there's a couple rumors that are going on, but the big one was Kuminga for Jimmy Butler linked. So the Warriors did not want to pay Clay. And as of right now, they're searching desperately for a replacement for Clay. Granted, I think Jimmy Butler is an upgrade over Clay because he offers more on the defensive end than Clay does now. And he offers, but he doesn't offer the shooting efficiency nor the history. And I'm not sure having Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green in the same locker room is a good thing. What do you think about that, Jeremy?
Only if they have cameras. Put cameras in there so we can see the fight.
Boy, that's immediately what I thought of. I said, wait, hold on. We gonna have them fighting consistently.
Like I just want to see the fights of it, and then I'm good. Other than that, I don't think it's a good idea.
I think it's a horrible idea. He's often injured. He is a baller, but I think it's a horrible idea. I just don't know how all that's going to mix together. And then a real quick look at the standings. Right now, the best team in the league is the Cavaliers.
What are they? Fucking 5 games into the season?
Yeah, 6-0. The Thunder are 5-0. I mean, but you can kind of get, it's weird. You can kind of get a grasp of who's going to suck. Like for instance, the Sixers and the Bucks are 1-3 and 1-4, right? But both of them are missing. Or the Sixers are missing 2 players. The Bucks are just playing bad right now, and they're coached by Doc Rivers. So you can kind of look at that. The Wizards are 2-2. They'll probably drop back. The Pistons, the Raptors, they're going to suck. The Trailblazers are going to suck. The Jazz are going to suck. The Nuggets aren't going to be bad. The Spurs aren't going to be bad. So, yeah, the Lakers are 4-2. Bronny James made his first NBA basket. What are your thoughts on that?
I wasn't paying attention to what you said.
Bronny James made his first NBA basket.
Woo. Yay. I saw it. He took the net.
Which is kind of weird.
Like, whatever, right? And then you went down to the G League.
Yeah, he's coming up and back from the G League.
Bro, it's weird how forced it seems.
He took it. He did it in
forced.
I know it. This is the problem. This is the only weird thing I have. Like, it does. It seems like because they're bouncing him back and forth between the G League and the NBA. So it seems like they're like that whole walking on the court together for his first NBA game. All of that seemed forced 100%. But when you kind of look at that game, they lost. It was a blowout. They were down by 24 points. And he played 5 minutes and had 2 points and 2 assists. Like, that's not really bad. Yes, it's a whole bunch of whatever we want to call it, and he's only there because of his dad. But it's a second round draft pick that has shown some promise because of who his dad is. They think that he could be better. So they're bouncing him back and forth, and he comes in a blowout with 5 minutes, 2 points, 2 assists. It's not really that bad. But it is still cringe every time LeBron and him are on the court together. Or him and LeBron, the way LeBron acts with them. Or how they have to interview him after he makes his points. That, I think, annoys me more than him playing on the game.
It's
the way
weird.
the media
it's so fucking weird and cringe and creepy and predatorish and
predatorish.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with you. Don't get me wrong.
Y'all can say whatever you want, but I'm just telling you, it looks special.
So for week 8, Thursday night football. Jets beat the Texans.
Bro, Aaron Rodgers was 7 for 14 for 32 yards in the first half. How the fuck did the Jets win the fucking game?
Continue. I don't. Well, so in the second half, then he had 140 yards with 3 touchdowns. Or 2 touchdowns.
Bro, what? And then Devontae Adams, oh, you're so good, but you dropped the fucking pass that was right in your fucking hands. I want to be great.
But he did make up for that and score a touchdown.
I want to be great, but let me drop the pass that's right in my hands. It was in my hands.
Garrett Wilson.
Then I'm so great, I dropped it as soon as I hit the ground.
The dropped touchdown by the rookie. That drop. I don't understand how they still do that.
I don't understand who the fuck drops the ball before you get in the fucking end zone. How do you not make sure you're in the fucking end zone before you drop the fucking ball?
Why do you want to drop it as soon as you get in the end zone, though? Why don't you just take a couple steps and then hold it and then drop it? Why do you want to drop it as soon as you get in the end zone? And after how many times we've seen this, why are they still fucking doing this?
I just can't get over he was 7 for 14 for 32 fucking yards.
Well, I mean,
in the first half.
The Texans are having wide receiver issues. We know that. They got Stephon Diggs is hurt. Nico Collins is hurt. So they're relying a lot on Mixon. So they're doing a run game. So they're kind of doing a defensive run game right now. They want to run the ball, clock control. They're going to hit you with a couple big plays. And you can't do that when you have Aaron Rodgers on the other side. I'm sorry. And the only way, like, if he stops throwing fucking interceptions, they literally might be like, what, 2-6? They might have 4 more wins. So I don't know. I'm just saying. But do you think this means anything?
Means what?
Do you think this means anything for their rest of their season?
Like they beat a banged up Texas team, and it would seem like CJ Stroud has taken a step backwards. He
hasn't taken.
He's overthrowing and underthrowing wide receivers.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he took a big step backwards, but he's taken a step backwards, and teams have a full year from last year of study film.
Yep.
So did he take a step backwards? Possibly.
Yeah. Or did he hit that sophomore wall? Like everybody knows that happens a lot of times.
And so I don't know what it means for I just hope the Jets fail. Just because Adams wanted to be a crybaby. I just thought it was funny that he cried to get out of Vegas and went to team, and we lost to the Steelers, and then the next week he went to the Jets and lost to the Steelers. He lost to the Steelers 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, no. This is my thought process. I'm not saying that it's going to turn them around. But when you look at their schedule, Cardinals, Colts, Seahawks, Dolphins, Jags. Like,
Colts also went to Joe Flacco.
yeah. So all I'm
you now
saying,
don't have Anthony Richardson. You have Joe Flacco. So it's going to be a different scheme.
all I'm saying is they could possibly go on a win streak, depending on, and then they play the Rams, and then the Bills and the Dolphins. So because of the way their division is right now, the Bills are 6-2. But I mean, 5-3 with the Broncos, 4-3 with the Chargers, 5-3 with the Ravens. Yeah, if they go on a nice little win streak, they might still be able to make the playoffs. They're gonna have to win these games. They're gonna have to at least go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shit. Damn.
Look, I'm just sitting back laughing. I'm just enjoying the ride. Look, I know my team sucks, and we fucking whatever. What the fuck ever is going on in fucking Vegas is a shit show and a half. But I'm just fucking laughing because we have two crybabies back together, and Devontae Adams had 34 yards per game the first two games he was in New York.
Yeah. So they're gonna have to go 7. They're probably gonna have to go 7-1 to end up at 10-7. Just to have a chance.
Not probably. They have to go 7-1 to end up 10.
Well, I mean, at a 6-2, they're
might. They're 3-6, so they have to go 7-1 to end.
Yeah, but they might be able to sneak in at 9-8, depending on what everybody else does.
I would laugh if the Bears get in over the Jets.
No, that wouldn't even be the laughable part to me. That wouldn't even be the laughable part to me.
It would only be laughable to me because of Rodgers coming from Green Bay.
The laughable part to me would be if the Broncos, the Chargers, and the Colts make it over the fucking Jets. That would be laughable to me, okay? Like if the Jets are sitting out and we're sitting up at this team and we're going, wait, we have the Broncos, the Chargers, and the Colts. Or the Jags, yeah, because right now those are the three teams. The Ravens, if the Ravens make it, of course, that's not going to surprise me. But if any combination of we're looking at them and like, wait, hold on, you mean to tell me the Broncos and the Colts beat out the fucking Jets for a playoff spot? That would just destroy me. All right, so outside of that, let's review another game. Chiefs versus the Raiders. I'm not gonna lie, going into this game, I was overly scared.
You shouldn't have been scared seeing who the starting quarterback was.
Yeah, but that was the problem. The problem was that we were undefeated. Because we didn't lose last week, we're playing in Vegas. I was like, this is a setup game. This is the game that you guys beat us in. This is even when, and then I had to go.
Not with Gardner Minshew at quarterback.
And then I had to go visit.
If we'd have put the Water Boy at quarterback, possibly. But Gardner Minshew at quarterback, no.
Then I had to go visit a store in Burley. And when I went to visit that store, that was one of the last stores I went to. She's a diehard Raiders fan. So I was like, and we were talking about it, and I was like, I promise you. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it wasn't a bad game. Like, you guys came to play. Yes, Gardner Minshew did some dumb shit. But I mean, in the first half, it wasn't bad. 17-10, not bad. Patrick Mahomes, of course, threw an interception in the red zone for you guys, and somehow you didn't score. I don't know why you don't kick the field goal, but
welcome, Luke Getsy.
I have no clue why you don't kick the field goal.
For some reason, we have an offensive coordinator that when things actually start working, he stops using them.
Yeah, so
and switches up to something that doesn't work.
Yeah, so I mean, y'all were up 10-7, 14-10, 17-10, 17-13, 20-13. And then after that, so I mean, it was a good game up until the touchdown with Xavier Worthy. Y'all still had a chance. And when you look at it,
there were some BS penalty calls.
There's always some BS
penalty. The whole roughing the passer penalty.
There's always some BS penalty calls. Look, I don't want to hear shit. Okay, I don't want to hear.
You're gonna hear it all. You're gonna hear it. I don't give a fuck if you want to hear it or not.
I don't want to hear it because we all saw what happened with the Rams game. Shit happens.
Well, we're not talking about the fucking Rams game.
Okay.
We're talking about the fucking Raiders and Chiefs game.
Fucking time.
And I said the same shit about that fucking game too. That was stupid as shit too. But literally, when the defensive player's hands are like this, and he just basically chest bumps Patrick Mahomes, and Mahomes then flops like a fish out of fucking water, like a little bitch. And then the ref's like, "Hey, that's roughing the passer. The frog got hit. The frog got hit."
It's okay. I'm okay with that.
The frog got hit. No, we can't let the Prince Charming get hit.
We're going for history. We're going for a three-peat. I need all the help we can get.
We got to make sure we call the fouls in favor of the Chiefs.
I'm okay with that. I am completely okay with that.
I know you are. You're a Chiefs fan. Of course you are.
Yeah. Now, just to let you know, we had more penalties called against us than you guys did. We had 8 for 55 yards. You guys had 5 for 32.
Yeah, but they weren't bullshit penalties.
Okay.
There's a difference between actual penalties and bullshit penalties. Don't sit up here and act fucking stupid. Hey, come the fuck on. Don't act fucking retarded now.
You saw that? You saw how I did that?
No, we have more penalties. The Raiders are the lowest penalized team in the league, but
you're not. You're in the middle.
For some fucking reason.
Yeah, you have 47. That's because there's a lot of teams that are committing a lot of fucking penalties. So right now in 2024, the Jets lead the league with 72 penalties. They're almost committing like 9 penalties a week. The Houston Texans with 68. Like, it's fucking stupid. Now, granted, the Chiefs only have 39. So do the Bengals have 34. The Rams have 36. So don't get me wrong. I'm with you. Okay? I'm okay with that. We need some help. Like, just to let you know, the New York Jets committed 124 penalties last year. We're in week 9, and they're at 72. Last year, the Chiefs had 90. Last year, you guys were the lowest penalized team.
Yeah, when AP took over, I think we're only averaging like 3 penalties a game.
Yes, that's good. So overall, don't get me wrong, it was a good game. I was happy as a Raiders fan. Do you want to keep Pierce around, or are you seeing him as a failure as he is?
Like here's my question. Here's what I don't understand fans. I really don't fucking get fans. We're quick to allow white coaches 700 fucking years to get it right as a fucking head coach. But we got a black coach, and we want to cut bait after barely not even a full year as a fucking head coach. He took over as interim coach last season. And then he come in this season, and then all of a sudden, he's got a 2-6 record.
Thank you so much.
Because the owner refused to give the offensive coordinator that he wanted the extra year on his contract. Because the owner was only going to match the number of years he gave the head coach.
I understand what he's saying, because Matt Eberflus has got tons of chances.
Josh McDaniels got multiple chances. We gave Josh McDaniels at least a year and a half as a full-time head coach.
Like, if you look at it, he does have a point. Like I understand.
John Gruden's first year as a Raiders head coach, he was what, 4-11?
It's hard. It's very hard not to. It's very hard not to. We were
called on Gruden's second stint as a Raiders head coach. He was 4-12 his first season, but we weren't calling for him to be fired.
So it's
why was that? Why weren't we calling for Gruden to be fired after his first season as the second stint as a Raiders head coach? But now we got to call for. We got to ask every week if we should fire AP.
Okay, so and I know when people say, "Oh, this is the issue," though. So, for instance, I'm going to go through and just name some coaches. Kevin Stefanski, He's been to the playoffs once. Brian Dable, right now with the Giants. I'm not gonna say Sean McDermott's cool. Technically, based off of what we're doing in Tony and Pierce, Shane Steichen, because he hasn't done shit.
Is he making dumb fucking decisions? Absolutely, but this is his first head coaching job. Like, I mean, come on. We give all these other coaches fucking a million fucking chances to get it right, but we got a black head coach and he gets a half a season as an interim coach, and he's currently at half a season as a full-time head coach, and we got to call it quits. Sorry.
So I get what he's saying. I understand he could be ass right now, but at the same time, what he's basically saying is we got. And if you look at the NFL head coaches that are black, a lot of them have been fired very, very quickly. So basically, what he's saying is we've got to give them chances. Like, as of right now, you got D'Amico Ryans, great. He's been there 2 years. You have Mike Tomlin, Raheem Morris. But Raheem Morris was also let go after when he was with the Falcons, when he came in as an intern coach and didn't even get a chance as head coach. You have Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles was fired at the Jets after 2 years. So, I mean, he's right now in the Buccaneers. And trust me, if they weren't winning, they would have let him go. And then you had
the Dolphins. Then you had fucking what's his name, the Dolphins coach.
Yeah,
that for no reason with
Anthony Lynn with the Chargers. So I understand what he's saying. Amazing how Marvin Lewis was employed for so many years being asked. That is 100% true, but that's also because Cincinnati is one of those places that don't go through their head coaches.
Oh, so wait, you're able to name one coach that got so many chances against 4,700 fucking different white coaches.
Well, so that's like saying Mike McCarthy or what's the guy from Tennessee? Jeff, what's his face? From Tennessee that went to the Rams. That had Vince. What the hell was the Tennessee coach that had Vince Young? Jeff Fisher got, and as soon as they fired him, they got better. So there's a multiple chances where people get tons of chances where they absolutely suck. But in this scenario, basically what he's saying is give them a chance. That's all you got to do. I just named multiple coaches that absolutely suck. Brian Daboll is absolutely garbage right now. Why are we not calling for his job?
He's been absolutely garbage since he got to New York.
Besides the 1 year he had Saquon Barkley. So no, and it's not even, I wouldn't even say we're just a race thing. We've got to give coaches more time. You've got to give coaches time to put in your culture. 4 to 5 years is an average thing. Look what happened with Matt Eberflus. I'm not saying that Matt Eberflus is good right now.
You can sit there and say it's not a race thing, but I'll sit here and say it is a race thing. Because why the fuck all the black coaches and fucking 3 games into a season, we want to call for them to be fired because they lost 2 games and have only won 1. But we got white coaches who could go start the season 0-6, and we got to give them time. No, go ahead and just get it right. Just get it right. Don't worry. You got till the end of next season to get it right. You're good. Don't worry about it.
I mean, literally, we could say Mike Tomlin's been there forever,
but he hasn't had a losing record.
Yeah, but so again, but you also got to look at the teams. The Cincinnati does not fire coaches often. The Steelers don't. Fucking the Cowboys don't. Since the mid-90s, the Cowboys really don't fire anybody. They'll let you go for fucking ever. So there are certain teams that don't fire a lot of coaches. The Eagles used to not be a team that fired a lot of coaches. Now they'll fire you quick as shit. They don't even give a fuck.
Like literally, Gruden came in on his second stint, traded away a superstar defensive end, went 4-12, and everybody said, "Oh, don't worry, he'll turn it around."
He didn't even make the playoffs in his years there.
But now we want to call for AP. Should we get rid of AP because he's 2-6?
Doug Peterson has been in Jacksonville for 2 years. 9-8, 2-6. 3 years. 9-8, 9-8, 2-6. He does have a playoff victory, though. Okay, so let's get to week 9 picks. Share screen real quick.
I mean, if you keep not giving coaches time, then I mean, you might as well just plan on being on the bottom for fucking years and years and years.
So last week, 9-7 was me. 10-6 was Jeremy. 12-4, 12-4, Mo and
Oh, I
Sam.
went 10-6.
Yep. So I am 71-53. Everybody else is 82-42. My picks are going like my fantasy team right now. You know what else is wrong with my fantasy team sometimes? I'm worse than basketball because I'm in 3 of them, right? And I go through and I set the lineups. But when I looked at it last, they just had Stephon Diggs is out. I forgot to replace him. And when I went to look at it on Thursday, it was too late. I was like, damn it. So yeah, I'm not doing too good this week. My picks are not going good. I'm having a bad picky week. Week 9. Okay, so I already got week 9 picked. We all picked the Texans and all of us lost. So we have all of us took
7
all
for
of us took the
14 and
Falcons.
30 fucking yards.
All of us took the Falcons. Even Mo didn't take the Cowboys.
I thought about changing to the Cowboys.
I'm changing to the Cowboys. You know what? No, I'm gonna go back. Nah, fuck it. I'm sticking to it. I'm changing the Cowboys. It's gonna be the game they win. Dolphins, Bills. We all took the Dolphins, even though Tua is starting now, so it could be better.
The Bills.
I mean, we all took the Bills. We all took the Bengals.
No punishment.
Oh. We all took the Browns. Fuck the Chargers.
Whoa.
I had the Chargers last week. Huh?
Did Mo pick all his? He didn't pick all his. Or is he picking now?
Oh, I don't know.
Is he in there picking now?
I don't know. He didn't pick a couple games. Yeah, he didn't pick a couple games.
He didn't pick a lot of the games.
Yeah, he didn't pick a lot of
Oh,
games.
he's picking now.
No, I just picked that. That was me because I clicked on it on accident. Okay. So, well, we don't know what's going on with Mo. So, Colts, Vikings. Jeremy and Sam took the Vikings. I took the Colts. Commanders, Giants. Me, Jeremy, and Sam took the Commanders. Saints, Panthers. Me and Sam took the Saints. Jeremy took the Panthers.
Bryce Young is back.
Broncos, Ravens. Me, Sam, and Jeremy took the Ravens. Bears, Cardinals. Me and Jeremy took the Bears. I got to pick the last 2 games. Oh, no. There we go. Rams, Seahawks, or Lions, Packers. Us 3 took the Lions. Rams, Seahawks. Us 3 took the Seahawks. Eagles, Jaguars, Eagles. Us 3 took the Eagles. And the Buccaneers, Chiefs. Us 3 took the Chiefs. Very, very good. Teams on a bye are Steelers and 49ers. Let me just go ahead and get this out the way right now, too.
I think I'm up through 13.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I picked through week 13.
Is Derek Carr ever coming back?
Supposedly, I think next week. I don't know. He'll probably come back when they fire Dennis Allen.
That's probably true. He'll probably come back and be like, fuck you guys. All right, we're going on the Jets train. We're going on the jet train for this one now. All right. All right. Let's see what
one. Is Diggs going to be back?
Who?
Is Diggs going to be back next week?
Josh Allen didn't get a lot of time. But he got the full season. And then he rehired for the job. He re-interviewed for the job. And they decided to go with Steichen. Frank Wright should have never been fucking hired. Like, that was a bad hire. Everybody knew that when they hired him. Doug Peterson got a ton of time at the Eagles. What are you talking about? Because they fired him? Because they got rid of him? One, two, three, four, five. He had 5 years. 5 years with the Eagles. He won a Super Bowl. He had 3 winning seasons. First season, he went 7-9. 13-3, won a Super Bowl with the backup. And then from that moment on, he went 9-7, 9-7, and 4-11. So he got 3 years after he won a Super Bowl. And still, trust me, I don't think they should have fired him. I'd have kept him for a lot longer. But I'd have kept him for a lot longer. But we can keep naming them. That's fine. You can keep naming them. We can name Marvin Lewis and Mike Tomlin. That's it.
Oh, they had Romeo Crennel.
Romeo Crennel did not have a long head coaching career. He was fired 2 years after the Browns and 3 years after the Chiefs.
I still have that fucking Chiefs figurine sitting in my fucking house. I think that's why the fucking Raiders are losing.
So
you need to
yeah, I mean, up. But and we can also say what's his face, Hugh whatever, Hugh whatever. Hugh should have been fired after the first 1-15 season. So anything else we're trying to get into before we get off today? There's not really much going on in boxing.
There is a fight today.
Well, we have Jake Paul. Well,
got tickets.
Let's talk about it.
Fucking
Jake Paul versus Tyson is only 18 days away.
Jake Paul keep posting videos about him wearing his stupid fucking fat stomach.
Jake Paul yoked up, dude.
That's what happens when you train.
No. Because remember, he was fighting at cruiserweight. So his last fight was 205 pounds. So fighting, if you look at him, Jake Paul's on fucking steroids. We all know this. But if you look at him, he beefed up, which it may make sense for him. So that way he thinks that he can, withstand some of Tyson. But it's not all about that. It's about leverage and everything. You see what I'm saying? So I think him beefing up is actually going to completely fuck him up. We saw that with when Deontay Wilder tried to beef up against Tyson Fury.
Dan Quinn is up for coaching. We're fucking 8 games into the season. Let's calm down.
Who? No. Hell no.
I mean, technically, yeah, he's probably up for a coach of the year. I mean, it's Washington, and he's got Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels is helping him with coach of the year. But I mean, we're 8 games into the season. There's still 9 games left.
I would do Matt LaFleur.
Into the season.
I would take Matt LaFleur over Jaden Dan over Dan Quinn. Matt LaFleur has won with Malik Willis and Jordan Love. So just at the quarterback, he had an injury, and still I would take him over Dan Quinn right now. I'm trying to think, is there anyone else? Shit, I don't know. See. Yeah, that right now, or him, or shit. I know it's gonna sound bad, but I might even take Mike Tomlin. Six and 2, played with 2 quarterbacks. Both of them, he's trying to resurrect their career. So I don't know. I may Mike Tomlin, Matt LaFleur, Dan Quinn. I'm good with all those, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's a for sure thing in my mind. Any of those 3 will work with me. All right, so what do you think about Tyson Paul? What do you think is gonna happen?
What do I think is gonna happen, or what do I want to happen?
Well, we know what everybody wants to happen.
I want Jake Paul to end up 6 feet on the wrong side of the grass. That's what I want. I think Jake Paul loses, but I want Jake Paul to die. I want Mike Tyson to punch Jake Paul so hard in the face that his nose comes out the back of his skull.
Well, I want Jake Paul not to run. I want him to stand in there.
I think his ego's too big to allow him to run, but I think once he gets a couple hits to the face, I think he's going to run.
No, I don't. If he's smart, this is what I think is going to happen. I think for the first round or 2, he's going to try to get on his horse and use his jab and try to use his length to cut Mike Tyson off. At some point in time, it's going to be very similar to what happened with Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. At some point in time, he's going to stand in the pocket in the first 2 rounds, and Tyson is going to destroy him.
Are going to file a lawsuit?
No, but Tyson, because Haney was trying to do that, stay away from that left hook, but at that point in time, he stood in reach, got in the pocket, and one hit, and that was it. And from the rest of the fight, it's going to look where it's just a man stalking a dude, and there's nothing you can do about it. But he's going to try to get on his horse, but at some point in time, he's going to think that he has him, and he's going to stand in there, and Tyson's going to angle and bop, uppercut that mug, and it might be all she wrote.
I hope. I just want Jake Paul to get fucked up bad.
I get what you're saying, Anthony, by it being Pittsburgh. But in this scenario, the only reason why why people care about Pittsburgh is because of Mike Tomlin. Because when you literally look at their roster and look at what they had as quarterbacks, with Russell Wilson coming off his Denver thing and Justin Fields coming off of his Chicago debacle, and the defense being good still, and then they're not having a lot of receivers, getting rid of Deontay Johnson. So, I mean, when you look at it, Najee Harris has been playing good. I'm not saying that Washington looked like a clusterfuck because of the fact that they were the number 2 overall pick and they did not have anything. But when you kind of look at their roster, I mean, they still had Terry McLaurin, who was 1,000 overall receiver. Their defense isn't bad. But it's Mike Tomlin. If it was not Mike Tomlin, that team would fucking suck. They would be like 2-6. And that's the difference. I don't think Dan Quinn is as big of a big deal as Jaden Daniels is.
Jared Mayo's not going to get Coach of the Year?
No. And Lane, and what's his name? Cliff Kingsbury, the offensive coordinator. I think that's the thing. I think Jaden Daniels has helped Dan Quinn, just like he said. But I think Mike Tomlin is winning in spite of his quarterback originally not wanting to throw down the field and their defense having to win everything. And now having Russell Wilson and having 2 different quarterbacks that play a little differently and having to institute game plans and having to answer every single question consistently about his quarterbacks and how people thought he was being fucking dumb. So, yeah, I completely would think Mike Tomlin deserves it. We should give him a coach of the fucking century. Okay, so, I think Mike Tyson's going to beat the shit out of Jake Paul. Jake Paul is going to die. This is going to be it. But, every time people say this, and to let everybody know, I have been on Jake Paul's side for most of these fights. Most of these fights, I thought Jake Paul was going to win. I wanted him to lose. But because of who he was fighting, it just didn't make sense. The only one I thought that was actually going to beat him up was his last fight when he fought
Fury.
Fury.
Tommy
Right,
Fury.
when he fought Fury. No. Who did he fight? Who did Jake Paul fight before that? Didn't he fight Mike Ross?
Dylan Danish?
No, that was Logan Paul.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Perry. Yeah, when he fought Mike Perry. So, but most of the fights, because he was fighting MMA fighters or he was fighting journeymen, that this was their biggest payday. So most of those fights did not surprise me, but this is different, buddy. I know Mike Tyson's damn near 85 years old. I know that, but this is the problem. This is the problem that people, and this is what I said when Roy Jones Jr. bout happened. This generation does not know Tyson. They only know old fat Tyson. They know hangover Tyson. That's all they know. That's the only Tyson they know. They know the funny, fat, high, smoke weed type Tyson. They don't know the Tyson that would beat anybody involved. They don't know the Tyson that got into fights, street fights before boxing matches. They don't know the Tyson that literally 2 guys tried to mug him in Vegas and he chased them down and beat the fuck out of them. They don't know crazy Don King Tyson. They only know happy-go-lucky Grandpa Tyson. Even if you watch his show, watch his podcast, there are many times where he slips back into that mode, and watch everybody on the show. You have some of the most gangster people that get scared. So I'm telling y'all don't know him. Y'all don't understand. It's a different beast when he's inside that ring. And Jake Paul's going to die.
One can only hope.
Like, I don't even think if he goes and runs, all Tyson does is have to go to the body. And Jake Paul is not used to somebody hitting him in the body like Tyson. Everybody he fights is a headhunter almost. Every single person he fights is a headhunter. Tyson's going to tear up his fucking body. It's going to be lovely. He's going to be pissing blood for weeks. That's just my prediction.
I can only hope. Jeez, Jesus. Well, how does Jacob Fatu stand behind Solo Sikoa?
Dude, you know what? I've been paying attention to the WWE, but it's just
Crown Jewels today.
I know, but it's just like, I'm gonna be honest, it's the Bloodline story. I'm liking the revival of the Bloodline. I'm liking the Bloodline versus the Bloodline. I did not like Solo as the Bloodline leader, but I'm liking how it's coming. It was kind of predictable. But really, honestly, I'm not liking much of anything else. I didn't like Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker for the IC. I don't like Gunther's title reign. I don't like Gunther at all.
I like that they finally gave Jey Uso a singles title.
I do too.
They took it from him after 28 days. I thought that was fucked up.
Well, they did it to get into the.
It was part of the Bloodline story, but
yeah,
the whole Bloodline story is played out to me. I don't really care.
Yeah, but the problem is if they do this right, and they do it the way they should
play up to War Games, but
yeah, it's gonna be fucking amazing if they do it in a War Games cage. That's gonna be fucking.
It all depends who the other person is for War Games.
Well, you would have, yeah, exactly. But that would be.
Is it going to be Sami Zayn, or are they going to bring in Zilla Fatu?
They're going to have to bring in Sami Zayn, and that would make it outstanding. But so that's the issue. Like, and Cody Rhodes, I don't like his championship reign. Okay. Why is this so hard, WWE?
What?
To find out who the fucking champions are. Okay, so we have Cody Rhodes, undisputed champion. I'm not liking his reign. Okay, I don't really like Cody. I'm sorry. Fuck you guys. I don't like Cody. Gunther, don't like him. Liv Morgan, I like Liv Morgan, but I can't
really stand Liv Morgan.
I don't mind her, but the fact
fucking annoying.
The whole Rhea Ripley and Dom thing is it's just not that. I can't stand Nia Jax. I absolutely hate Nia Jax. I do not like her reign at all. I don't think she's a good champion. Braun Breaker is such a fucking carbon cut of what Vince McMahon used to love. I don't understand why everybody likes this guy. It's almost he's literally the closest thing to a Goldberg ripoff I've seen in my fucking life without being Goldberg.
But his dad was Steiner.
I don't give a fuck. His dad was Rick Steiner.
Yeah, his dad's he's trying to fucking recreate his father.
But he's not. That's the problem. That only worked you can't recreate something in the 80s that really didn't work as singles.
Yeah.
It worked so little that Scott Steiner had to change his whole fucking gimmick to Big Papa Pump. So it didn't work in the 80s. How the fuck is it going to work now? We've seen too many of these guys now. I do love LA Knight, but I don't think his United States Championship run is being very good.
At least it's better than Logan Paul's.
I agree with you. The
fact that they gave Logan Paul a fucking championship at all was fucking retarded.
I don't even know what the fuck the WWE Speed Champion is.
It's only on Wednesdays, but they film it on Fridays.
Yeah.
And it's only streamed on X.
Yeah. So I don't watch it.
It's 3-minute matches or 5-minute championship matches are 5 minutes, I think.
The tag team championship, Finn Balor and JD McDonough would do or whatever. I would rather y'all just let them drop the championship and let's.
They might as well. They haven't fucking defended. I think they defended it once their whole time.
That's what I'm saying. So I'd rather you just drop the championship, and the problem is you can't do what was their group called again? God damn it!
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day. You can't do an ex-Judgment Day versus a new Judgment Day because we have the Bloodline versus the Bloodline. So you can't do that now. So just drop the fucking championships, go to somebody else. And look, I'm sorry. The Motor City Machine Gun, what the fuck?
From the 80s?
They
remember them from back then?
No, they're from
the
TNA. No, they're from early 2000 TNA.
Yeah, they're from the Indies.
Oh, Indies. Yeah. I thought you said the 80s.
They're from the Indies.
Yeah, but they were huge in TNA. So I just
long time ago.
You have DIY. You have multiple good teams. What are we doing here? Get it off of these two. Let's have a tournament. Let's do a tag team classic tournament, and let's just fucking go. And let's combine the tag team championships. Let's just go. And then, look, Bianca Belair and Jade, we know what this is setting up for. We know what it's setting up for.
I love Jade Cargill.
I do too, but you know what it's setting up for? Setting up for a heel turn for Bianca Belair against Jade and that story arc. And I'm not a big fan of it. So it's been very hard for me to keep up with this. Because I'm not invested in any of it. Do you see what I'm saying?
The storytelling is better than when Vince had it, but it's...
Well, yeah, because Vince fucking sucked.
I don't know. It's weird. It's interesting, but it's weird. Because it seems like it's just all re-storytelling from the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's anything new.
I mean, there's so much talent on this roster. Like, we know the AJ Styles stuff. We know they're bringing the Rock back to do this. You have Alexa Bliss. Okay. You got, I love Apollo Crews, and I don't know why. What do you have? Austin Theory. He's got his hits and misses. I don't like BFAB. Bailey, Becky Lynch. Big E is nowhere to be seen right now.
Well, BFAB doesn't do anything other than walk Street Profits out to the ring. She doesn't do anything. She just stands there.
I'm going to be honest. I think this is actually a very weak roster. I just lied. I mean, it's top heavy. So like CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Damon Priest, Drew McIntyre.
It's a good roster, but it's top heavy. There's no.
Yeah, it's really, really top heavy.
But BFAB doesn't do anything for you to want to get behind her. She literally just escorts fucking Street Profits to the ring, and that's it.
Yeah.
She doesn't compete or anything.
Also, WWE, can you guys stop fucking AI drawing or airbrushing some of these people? Like they look so bad on their website. All right. Anything else we want to get into before we jump off?
No, I don't think so.
You got any plans this week?
I go to Nashville in 2 weeks.
I got my daughter's birthday party. Oh, when you're in Nashville, I'll be in fucking Idaho.
Go to Nashville the 17th through the 21st.
Oh, no. My back hurts. I got a crank in my neck.
Don't forget, the time changes tonight, right?
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, I'll be in.
Or did it change already?
It changes Sunday. I'll be in I'll be in Idaho the 18th through the 22nd. And Post Falls, Idaho, the 12th through the 15th.
Yeah, so if anybody's in Nashville.
Anybody in Idaho, let me know. Hit us up. I'll need something to do. Probably not. If you're in Post Falls or Washington, Spokane area.
And after that, I don't know when the next time is. I'll be traveling.
Oh, I do. In December.
I don't know. I gotta find more. Never mind. Let me just stop.
Right now.
Let me stop before they find out my evil plans.
I right now travel 3 weeks out of the month. So in December, I'll have to set it up, and I'm trying to do all the really cold places early. So I'll probably end up doing Post Falls the first week. Have my area manager do Reno, have her do Vegas, and then I'll do Post Falls the first week. The second week I'll do Salt Lake City, Pocatello, and Idaho Falls. The third week I'll do Boise, Twin Falls, and Burley. Then I'll be home for Christmas. Then I'm going out of town for a couple days.
Are you guys hiring?
Yeah, but we can't afford you, buddy. So I'm not gonna lie. So we're not hiring for regional managers, but there might be an area management position in Idaho soon, but you're not gonna like it's not gonna pay compared to what you make.
Idaho.
But you'd have to move to Idaho.
Oh, I'll do it if you let me do it remotely.
Nope. Because that would be the issue. So my Idaho manager, because I live in Vegas, when I get an area manager in Idaho, they have to live in Idaho. because I live in Vegas and my area manager lives in Elko. So we'd have 2 in Nevada and we'd want 1 in Idaho. But hers works because it's close to Reno and Salt Lake City. And she's technically only 2 hours away from, like 3 hours away from some places in Idaho.
I'm starting to think this is racist.
No, it's not.
I think this is
my area manager is remember when I was in Elko and we were texting back and forth and you're like, tell that Karen to shut up. That was my area manager. That's my area manager now.
I think this is discriminatory.
So yeah, so no, then we're supposed to be going to Florida in January. They're trying to send us to Florida so we can have like an RM AM retreat at the headquarters. And they're like, and everybody's like, oh, this will be so much fun. And when they said that, I was like, no. And I'm gonna let them know, like, as long as it's not around my birthday. But I immediately was like, no. And like, I did not want to go. And Kim's like, do you not want to go? I'm like, Kim, is it a retreat or is it a work retreat? Because if y'all think that you can stick me in Florida in January and just have me inside a fucking conference room all day, no, I don't want to do that. I'll skip me. I'll fucking chill. I'll go to fucking Elko. She's like, yeah, that's probably what it will be. You'll be in there with compliance and all that shit, but you'll get to meet people. I'm like, Kim, I've heard how your days are. You'll literally call me at like 3 p.m. or 2 p.m. and go, Eric, this is the first time I got to step outside and smoke. It's fine where you're at. No, I don't want to be in there. So, all right, Jeremy, whenever you're ready, go ahead and take us out.
All right, put me in, coach.
Peace.